Okay, guys, so in the last video, I talked about independent samples t-test, and you would run an independent samples when you're looking at two different groups, like male and female or control and experimental. But now I'm going to talk about paired samples t-test, and this is the second type of t-test that we're going to be running to this rest of this semester. And you use the paired samples when you're comparing the same group twice. And the most common thing you'll see on that is like a before and after, like, an entry exam and an exit exam. Or you'll do like one side versus another, like right versus left. But you test everybody twice. Okay. So the whole group is tested twice. So just remember, that's the distinction between a paired samples and an independent samples t-test, is that the independent samples is testing two different groups. The paired samples is testing the same group twice. And again, I've said this 15 times, but you guys need to know which one to run, when you're doing these analysis. And also you need to know kind of which one has been run. If you're looking at an analysis, you need to have the logic behind what test they're going to run. So I'm going to jump over to the Excel like I did before and the instruction sheet, and I'll show you how to do this. Okay, so we're back into it now, and this should look familiar. Again, we have my t-test instruction sheet, which I will be sending you. We have a data set. Now, this is not the same data set that you are going to have. You're going to have one that I'm going to send you to use in class, okay? I think it's going to be called like grade data. You're also going to need a worksheet that I am sending each one of you. And you guys are all going to have somewhat different worksheets. So don't just try and use someone else's answers, because that might not work for you, okay? And then finally, like I've said before, you need to know what you're doing. So if you don't have any idea what you're doing as far as Excel is concerned, you need to go back and watch the videos on how to do it, okay? So this one is going to be a paired samples t-test. Remember, we talked about this, that now we're looking at the same group twice. So over here, I've got a group of males, all right? And I did some fitness tests on them. I made them do a bunch of sit-ups on January 1st. In 30 seconds, I wanted to see how many sit-ups they could do. And then I had them do an exercise program, and I then came back and checked them again on July 1st. And I wanted to compare the before to the after and see whether they gained any, whether they got better as far as their number of sit-ups they were able to do in 30 seconds. And so for this, we're going to use a paired samples t-test. You're doing the same group twice, like a pre and a post, okay? So kind of in keeping with before, you're going to start right here, and then you run over here, okay? So the first thing you do, again, is you click in the cell where you would like your p-value to be displayed. Now I've put it down here. Again, I have a little label there. You're just getting the p-value, so you don't have to put that label. You're just trying to get the value. You're going to go to the formulas tab that's at the top, and it's right up here, okay, at the very top in the bar. Okay, so go to that formulas tab, okay, and then you're going to select, if you look right here, you're going to select more functions, statistical. Okay, so it's formulas, more functions. Click it, statistical, and then you're going to drop through until you get to t-test, which is way down here pretty close to the bottom. T-test, okay? You're going to see this box, just like we talked about with independent samples, okay? So this box you should see just like that. And you've got these different areas, area 1, area 2, you got your tails here and the type, okay? So now you're jumping over here in these instructions. The first thing you do for area 1, you select all the cells for the first set of data. So this is the males sit-ups on January 1st. Now you're comparing males to males here. So you're going to then go back to same group, males on July 1st. You run that through. So you've got your data. Okay. Remember, I told you the tails, you always just use 2. Don't use 1. Just use 2 for the purpose of this class. It'll go a lot easier. So it's 2. And then for the type, it's this paired sample. So you use 1 right here. 1. Okay. I'm going to go 1. Then I'll return that. Look, and we got this 0.0. There's not even enough numbers there. So I'm going to See if I can read. Need more decimal places. Put about 5 decimal places there. Okay, yeah. So look, so here's your p-value. Now this is, you gotta watch it. So this p-value is 0.0001. Okay, that is way lower than 0.05. So that p-value is less than 0.05. Okay. So basically, that is the probability that the differences we see between this pre and this post are due to probability, or are due to randomness or error. Okay, so for this, because it's less than 0.05, we can say yes, there is a significant difference. Okay, significant difference. Yeah, it's not due to randomness or error. Okay. All right. Let's run the averages on this and we'll see what it turns out. So this average, this is the males, the average number of push-ups in 30 seconds in males on January 1st. So that's E3, E32, E32. The average number was 21 and just a little bit. Okay. On July 1st, we did this training program. We went back and retested them. So this is on July 1st, average number of sit-ups in 30 seconds. Watch this, 22.8. So yeah, look, this mathematical formula or this mathematical difference, look, they're different, okay? And they're not only mathematically different, they are statistically significantly different. So we can say, you know, that is not just due to randomness or error, okay? We can say that they probably gained the number of sit-ups. They gained it because of our training program, okay? So that's good. We can say, yeah, that's good. We did an exercise program with them and it worked, okay? All right, let's do another one. So I'm going to go a little bit faster here, all right? So again, we're going to come over here to the females, same group twice. So we're going to do sit and reach on January 1st and sit and reach on July 1st. I want to see whether the training, the exercise program I gave them made any significant difference. Okay, so I'm going to go a little bit faster, but I'm starting up here as always. Start right here. Start, and then go over here next. Okay. And then down here, I've got this little box, you know, just tells you, you know, what to do. So, you know, remember, if you're doing the same group twice, you're using a paired. Okay, so let's see. So click in the cell you want the p-value. Let's go right here. Again, it can be anywhere. It doesn't have to be under this column because you're just using it to get the value. Okay, click here. You go to formulas, and guys, like I'm looking over at that cheat sheet every once in a while. I mean, I forget what I'm doing too. So you guys need to use that statistical. You drop it down to t-test way down here towards the bottom. Okay, you get area 1. So again, now we're just doing just the females. So I'm going to drag all the way through area 1. That's on January 1st. Area 2 is going to be all the way through on July 1st. Okay. My tails, again, like I've said before, it's always use two-tailed here. Okay. Just use 2. All right. So it's 2. Okay. And the type, you're doing a paired. Okay. So it's 1. Okay. So it's 1 here. 1. We're going to run that. Okay. All right. Look. Ooh, that's goofy. Man, that's 0, 3, 0, 32, R3, R32, 2. Yep. Okay. All right. So look, that is close as it can be. All right. Is this greater than 0.05? Yeah. Now watch, this is as close as it can be. This is greater than it's greater than 0.05, greater than, it's a p-value, it's greater than 0.05. Okay. I mean, it's got to be less than, really. Okay, it's be greater than or equal to, really. Okay. All right. So this is no significant difference. Okay. Remember, if it's greater than 0.05, you accept the no sig diff hypothesis. Okay. The difference you see here, it might be because just random. Like maybe they just were more motivated on one day to stretch than on another, or to reach, or maybe they learned how to do it right or better. Okay. All right. So let's look here. Let's compare these averages. So female sit and reach on January 1st, that's average That's 033, 032. Okay, yep. 28.2 centimeters. And we're going to compare that to what their sit and reach was for the same group on July 1st. That's R3, R32. Watch, 29. Okay, so yeah, that's 0.8 centimeters more, but that's still, that p-value is too big. Okay, so even though they're mathematically different, they are not statistically significantly different. The difference might be, it's not different enough. Okay, so the difference might be because of randomness or error. Okay, so that's running a t-test in Excel to get your p-value. And again, this is a paired samples t-test. You're doing it when you're running it when you're looking at the same group twice. So we did one test looking at the males twice, here and here, and we did one test looking at the females twice. Same deal, January and July. Okay, so I'm going to go on and post this. I'm going to be giving you some in-class work that you need to complete. Okay, please stay engaged, you guys. I can just feel you checking out. You're getting overwhelmed. Look, I get it. So please reach out to me on Remind, reach out to me on message or on email, whatever. Come to class during the Zoom meetings, and I'll help talk you through this stuff. Okay, I'm going to post this to Loom, and I'll give you the links. So if you need anything, just let me know. I'll see you.